What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Entrepreneur Lifestyle. It is currently 11:51 p.m. I am about to head out of town for several events, and I made a schedule where I record a video every day, so I decided to record this video now in the middle of me packing. I'm not packed, and I have to be out of my house by 7 in the morning to be able to let my staff in and to get on the road to head 2 hours away and then come back and head 2 hours away in the other direction, and I won't be back again until Sunday. And I just felt compelled to make this video now in the state of mind that I'm in right now. I'm 30 years old, and I know if you've been watching my latest YouTube videos, my podcast, listen to my podcast, whatever, you've heard me say a million times that I'm 30 years old. 3 months into being 30, and I am bent on becoming a millionaire by the end of the year. I'm building my empire, and the name of this video is building, my consulting empire, but also I'm building an empire in general. And these are the life lessons I've learned right now at this age of 30. I own my own home. It's a nice home, but it's not my forever home. But I spend anywhere from 14 to 18 hours a day working. I may get 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep a night if it's a good night. I come home to 2 dogs, and that's it. And I work my butt off, whether it's for my child care center, my consulting business, Jasmine Styles Company, which has been getting neglected, my fitness business, my property business, which has been getting neglected, my nonprofit, my church, whatever. All I do is work. And I'm not complaining about it because it's what I love to do. All I do is serve because I feel like God put me here to serve. And what I can say that I have learned, and as hard as I work, I'm still not working hard enough. And as much as I do, I'm still not doing enough. And on the flip side of it, I'm doing too much. All of that to say, my biggest lesson that I have learned is that I cannot please anyone. Thank God I am not a people pleaser. But then also, I am tired. I'm not tired of working. I'm not tired of the things that I do. I'm not tired of continuing to push through. I'm not tired of working on myself spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. I'm tired. I'm tired of people's opinions of me. I'm tired of people forcing their beliefs on me. I'm tired of everybody forcing their opinions on me. It's tiring. I tell people I'm mean and that I have a hard facade because I can only be hard. My daddy built me for tough so that I can take anything that comes my way. But then also think about it. If I'm always out constantly taking punches from this person, from that person, and I'm coming home to an empty house with my 2 dogs, if I'm always holding the world on my shoulders, if I'm always doing everything, who do I fall apart to outside of myself and this big, lovely, oversized chair? My new furniture came in. But like, I confide in no one, and that's the hard part. And it's not that I don't have people to confide into. It's the fact that there's no point because you don't understand. Because I have my parents and I talk to my parents about almost anything, but then also, why tell you I'm feeling a certain way if the feelings are going to be negated or it's going to be, well, why this, that, and third? I'm literally being attacked from every direction. It's either I work too much or I don't work at all. And if you actually know me, you know all I do is work, but you still have somebody saying I don't do anything. Okay. I'm too loud. I'm too aggressive. I need to humble down. I need to sit down. I do too much. I don't do enough. I'm not doing enough for the community. I'm mean. I'm aggressive. I sit there and I control my emotions. I hold my peace. I bite my tongue. I swallow my pride. I let you say any and everything about me, towards me, or whatever, and it does not faze me. And the one time that I choose to defend myself, the one time I choose to not ignore it and say, hey, that's not true and I'm not going to let you say it about me, I'm defensive. I'm aggressive. I don't know how to be submissive. I don't know how to shut up. I'm easily riled. I'm easily irritated. I'm easily aggressive. How much did you expect me to take? Honestly. And I sit here and I said that, and at this point I'm very emotional because I'm about to bring up something about my brother, and I'm not vulnerable with anybody. So this will be the second time y'all got me to be vulnerable, or I've been vulnerable in the public. But I sit here and say I have nobody that I can be my complete whole self to, or that I can confide in without being judged. But I had that one person, and he died. And every time that I feel that I'm over it, I'm not. I work hard. I work so hard. And there has been several times where I just felt like it was so much weight and so much pressure. And I called him just to say my emotions. He never once judged me about it. He never once told me I wasn't going to make it into something. He never once told me that I was wrong for feeling the way that I felt. He let me feel my emotions. He felt it for me. He was my defense, and it hurts that I feel like in these last 5 months, I have achieved so much, and I cannot share it with him. I'm building an empire. And in the process of me becoming this great person, actively working on myself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, all of the things, putting in the work, I'm being attacked, man. And that doesn't even faze me. What phases me is knowing that the person I started all this with is not here. Because He is the one that said, do it anyway. I don't care what it was. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. I started building an empire with somebody. And I'm doing it alone. There's one person in the world who could actually understand it completely. And all of that I can say, lessons I've learned and lessons that I'm learning over and over again every single day is that you only have God in yourself at the end of the day. I don't care if you are the strongest person in the world. Eventually you're going to break down. And you only have yourself and God if you have a relationship with God. This year, in 2025, I'm running for mayor of my city. I am scaling my consulting business to have a net income of right at $1 million. I plan to be breaking ground on my gym, opening my coffee shop, opening a franchise, and opening a third franchise, and scaling my daycare center to where we not only become accredited, but to also where we open up a second building. I plan to get at least 3 more of my programs in my nonprofit fully employed, fully pushing, fully funded by government money. And all that I'm doing in becoming, building this empire, I'm learning that I can only rely on myself at the end of the day to keep me mentally sane. I'm learning that no matter how hard you work, somebody's going to say you're not working hard enough. I'm learning that no matter how much I do, it's never going to be enough for anyone. I'm learning that no matter how humble I become, I'm never going to be humble enough. No matter how much I hold my peace, swallow my pride, and bite my tongue, I am still going to be seen as combative, aggressive, high-tempered. I'm learning that no matter how quiet I am, if my face twitches in any way, I will be seen as defensive. I'm learning that I'm always going to be a problem for somebody. I'm learning that my mere existence irritates somebody's soul. I'm learning you got to be okay with just being alone and standing on your own 2 feet and taking it as it goes. And it's hard because I honestly feel like I am as strong as they come. Nothing that anybody says to me phases me. But also in however, I have been being attacked for the last 8 or 9 months. And tonight, January 22nd, at 11 something at night, I broke down. Because I'm just like me. I broke down and I felt bad. And the main reason I felt bad is because I just kept telling God, I'm like, Jesus endured so much. So much. That man walked for miles with a heavy wooden cross on his back, a crown of thorns on his head, whipped, bleeding, can't breathe, suffocating on blood, and test his hand. He endured so much for him only to cry out when the earth went off. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Or I do understand how he did that. And I tell myself, if he could go through all that, you think what you're going through amounts to anything? Man, it doesn't. Because how dare you complain? Or, I don't even complain because I don't say anything to anybody. How dare you feel as though you shouldn't endure anything when Jesus endures so much? And that in itself makes me feel so bad. In building my empire, in building my consulting empire, I'm learning. Don't take it personally. Because if I smile, it's a problem. If I cry, it's a problem. If I give you money, it is a problem. It's just going to be a problem. So for anybody who feels as though you have nobody on your side, I'm not going to tell you it's okay, because it's not. I'm not going to tell you all one alone, because you're not. I'm sitting right here with the world's greatest support system. And I still bear things on my own. And right now, my mom or my dad can easily say it's because you're choosing to. But that's not the case. Because if I cannot say something to you without you saying you shouldn't feel that way, you know better, not this and third, it is the case. Because I get it. I have a little cousin right now, 18 years old, in college. Her feelings are easily hurt by anything. She's always been that way. She can say whatever she wants to somebody, but her feelings are easily hurt. And I told her, everybody don't need to see every emotion. Some things you just gotta keep to yourself. It's okay to cry to yourself sometimes. And I actually said that to her before, because she, and this is no offense to her, but like everything hurts her feelings. She knows that her emotions are very easily to get hurt. Her feelings are very easy to get hurt. She's very emotional. But it didn't hit me until tonight. And I'm gonna text her tonight. It didn't hit me until tonight that I should have never said to her, sometimes it's okay to just keep it in. Sometimes just keep it to yourself. Because all I do is keep it to myself. All I do is slap a smile on my face and keep it to myself. Because the one time I attempt to defend myself, it's a problem. But be honest. How many times are you going to sit there and let somebody constantly tell you, this is wrong with you, this is wrong with you, this is wrong, knowing that you're not doing it? Because you'll say, oh, you're X, Y, Z. I'll respond the first time. You say it again, I'll respond the first time. You say it again, I'll respond. The 50th time you say it, and I look, no, I'm not. See? How? Be honest, could you sit there? How many times can you let it go? Can you let it go? Can you let it go? But again, it hit me tonight that I should have never told her sometimes it's okay to cry to yourself. Or to keep it to yourself. Because I keep everything to myself. And it's to the point where now I have nobody that I can confide in and it just be okay. Because what I can say I learned from my best friend, from my female best friend, and from my ex-boyfriend, is that sometimes when people are talking to you, they just want you to shut up, listen, and say, I understand where you're coming from. Even if you don't agree with it, even if it's not something you would do, even if you feel like you had a solution to the problem, sometimes it's okay to just shut the heck up Allow them to feel their feelings and attempt to take it from their shoes. Because sometimes you just have to eliminate who you are and how you will handle things. And I definitely can say that my best friend, Brittany Bright, taught me that one of my ex-boyfriends, Taylor Marshall, taught me that. And that's something I had to learn. And by my junior year of college, I had it down pat. But I don't have that from anybody. Even the best friend who I learned it from. If I tell her something, it's going to be her response. Yeah. It's always a but Jazz, but babe, but Jasmine, but you. Cool. Got it. You gotta be strong, man. And when you feel like you can't be strong no more, go to your word, rejuvenate that strength, and be strong again. I don't even know what my biggest takeaway is in this journey. Being strong, I know. What I ask God for is that I asked Him to build me an armor. And I know the Word of God is my armor. That's my first level of defense in my legs. But I'm spiritually focused. Nobody else is. And this is a natural world. So they don't care that I choose not to do certain things or watch how I say things and watch how I respond because I don't want to be punished by God. They are still going to attack me in any way, shape, form, or fashion that they choose to. So I ask God that every attack, let that attack become a part of my armor. Suit of armor. Every rock you throw is molded into my armor. Till it gets to the point where none of it can touch me, because none of it does touch me, right? But my idea is it gets heavy. And I don't want it to be heavy because I'm holding it all by myself and I'm tired. So I want that suit of armor, but I need that thing to be made out of feathers because this stuff is heavy. I've never been bullied in my life. I don't consider myself to ever have been bullied. Well, I guess that is a form of bullying. I said I don't consider myself to be bullied because I don't let what people say get to me, affect me, or change the path I'm on, because I stay on my path regardless. I'm not a quit, I'm going to finish it out. But also, at this age, getting where I am, and everywhere I look, there's something negative to be said. It holds no weight, has no truth to it, but they're going to say it anyway. To deter me from doing something, whatever the case is. Man, it's hard. And I'm thug. And it take a lot for me to say something that's hard for me. And that is hard. You gotta be thick skinned, man. And my skin is getting thick about it. And we wonder why I'm so mean or hard or cold, as people say. Building an empire, it ain't for the weak.